Hello and welcome back to Factorio. So I added some guns up above my battery making, but at the moment we are trying to investigate why I have absolutely no copper, or very little copper. So what's going on here? We've got copper going that way, and then it... Oh, okay, there's something a bit weird. Oh, yeah, because I've got like two... There's supposed to be two lanes of copper coming in here, and then they re-merge up there, and we should have more. In fact, we're possibly meant to have three lanes of copper. What? Well, my recycling box is pointing the wrong way. That isn't helping. Here, take more copper, but copper production has definitely reduced. As I thought it had. Do we only have a single copper smelter anyway? But this is starting to run a bit low. Although we do still have a completely full load. But we are going to... Why can't I... It's clicking in the wrong place. Okay, if we check our map on this, yeah, we've got 512,000. But we definitely need more copper. Maybe we're just using a lot more copper than we were. You know, like, in order to make the red chips, we're having to use a lot more green chips. So everything is just using a lot more. So, we may have to stop making that and maybe tap this down there. That means I have to go to war. I mean, train track's easy enough, but... Alright, so you've got an input priority on that side, but your output priority is even. Let's output you to the left as well. So then you're going that way, then you output priority to the left. As do you. And then we've got a second line, which goes off to our equipment manufacturing. I'm just trying to see if this stuff is optimized as well as it could be. The problem is there's like there's some uneven takeoff. Meaning by the time we get to here, yeah, okay, we can improve things, I think, quite a bit if we put this here with an output priority to the right. So just before we get to this split, we're making sure this thing has a full amount. There we go. That's helped the red chips, I think. One at the end is still complaining. You're full of advanced circuits. You don't have an output. Okay. I think that'll do for now, because I really want to get these robot stuff done. I also want to do my personal armor. Modular armor, like the power armor here. See, it needs loads of electrical units and 40 blues, We're not even making blues yet. Now, if you remember, these ones needed 2 electronic circuits. The blues need 20 electronic circuits and 2 of the reds. And sulfuric acid, which is why we put it on the bus. But we're going to start with the robots. Okay. Going to take away these gun ports here. We'll leave that there at the end. We'll try and sort of protect along our northern border, seeing as this is where we got attacked and chewed that time. We've also got some up there. Now that might be shallow water that they can get through. I'm not sure. Okay, so looking at the robots, we need lots of flying robot frames. And flying robot frames need electrical engine units, and electrical engine units needs normal engine units and lubricant and stuff. So, normal engine units. Well, we were making those here. We had a little array set up here that's making lots and lots of engine units. So let's just sort of copy bits of this. Oof, this is sort of ugly, isn't it? But we can go with these ratios. So we want a belt, half of which is going to be gears, half of it pipes. We want 4 pipe makers, 2 gear makers. And then we will have 22 engine makers. Okay. Alright, so 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so you guys are going to make gears. You guys are going to make pipe. Pipe. Thank you for the pipe. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. What a stroke of luck. 1 pipe in half a second. 1 gear in half a second, but you need 2 iron plates. You only need 1 iron plate. Okay. So your input wants to be blue. Your inputs can be yellow. But all the outputs can be yellow. And then you just want iron. Right, splitter and reshuffle all the ingredients. Splitter and reshuffle all the ingredients. Output priority to the right. Power. Power. Right, so that gets me my belt of pipes and stuff, so I just need a belt of steel. And if I look here, we can grab the steel with reds and those ones with yellows. So, we could start them here already. If I do a copy on that, Right, so we're going to grab from this way and output that way. Belt is, I think, running in the right direction. And the only thing is I'm going to have to move this power pole. Oh, we're out of medium electric poles. Okay. But we'll have steel coming in here. It's going to have to duck under there and under there. Can use a red, hopefully. Yes. Put the large electric pole back. Right, I need medium electrics and possibly some other stuff. Quite low on some of these inserters. So really only keeping a single box of yellows? Oh no, my primary box of yellows is there. Ooh, we're all full of everything. Grab more reds. At least get full stacks of everything. Right, so we were trying to get steel. Oh, this is where my full inventory is going to be an issue. Because there's like stuff. Right, output to the right. Rebalance the lane, sort of. I don't know what I'm doing there. Basically, if I see a problem, I'll fix it. You aren't needed there. So, it should allow engines to start being manufactured, and it does. Right, let's just put all this down. Now, this should let us make lots of these guys. Now, crafting time on a normal engine is 10 seconds. The crafting time on an electrical engine is 10 seconds. So I can have the same number as those. You also want electronic circuits. Could I feed electronic circuits on the other side of this belt? I think I could. Because it only needs 2 electronic circuits. Half a belt of electronic circuits, that would be enough for... only enough for 7 machines. No, it's a 10-second crafting time. I think it'll be fine. So, if I do that, and then drop electronic circuits on there, I think that will work. Right, underground, underground, and then the splitter wants to go there. Green, green. Output priority to the right. was wondering why the greens weren't moving up. Okay, so this should get us half a belt of engines, half a belt of green circuits, which in conjunction with some lubricant is what we need to make electrical engines. So there's going to be a belt of them heading down that way. Oh, I should have grabbed more manufacturing machines. And then you are going to make electrical engines. Right, and I can rotate where the fluid is going to come in. 10-second crafting time, so you only need a yellow. Yellow, rotate. Power, power. And you can output onto a belt here. So electrical engines flow down that way. No, this is... I need to work out how I'm going to do the pipe. I think I should output with reds. Because that then puts your belt here. Lets me do that with the pipe. Yes. And power them. That, I think, will work. Right, so let's copy this. No, let's make sure we've put in all the belts we need. And we will copy and start placing. Right, how many more do we need? Because these ones actually go a little lower, don't they? So that one sort of lines up with that one. There's 2 more needed. I was just thinking, the engines aren't being outputted anywhere, are they? But they're being outputted onto there because these guys are the ones which need the green circuits. Right, I am out of transport belts. I am out of transport belts and blue assembly machines. Could... No, I can't. Right, if I get over to here, then the red belt runs backwards and it speeds me up. Belts. Yes. Make sure I've got full stacks on my undergrounds and everything. I don't need that many iron chests. So let me put some of those back. Free up room for my blue machines. Which are over here now. I'll be so much happier once I've got the logistics robots just delivering supplies to me, so I don't have to keep running off when I run out. Okay. So the only ones still manufacturing are the ones at the end because the belt is full. We can duck over at this point. Can I not pick that up? Apparently not. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump that so I can grab this engine and dump the engine for preference. The other thing about the better armor is it does have a larger inventory. Where's the engine I just picked up? There it is, 7 engines. Please go away. Ooh, okay. You want power. Any more of them blinking, complaining? Any non-green lights? I think that one just had a stuffed output. Yeah, because I'm making more gears than I actually need. Right, these guys are ready to make engines. They just need the lubricant. So we will place lubricant like so. And as the French would say, there you have it. We should now be making electrical engines. Okay, next step. We want to turn them into flying robot frames, so that's steel, batteries, and electronic units. 20-second crafting time. Okay, and you want 3 ingredients. I am actually going to reverse the direction on this belt. Gonna make it go up. "20-second crafting time." That's like twice the amount of time for 1 electrical unit. So it needs half the number of machines. So there's gonna be... So there's 22, there's gonna be 11. 11 machines making that. So a full belt of electronic circuits. But half a belt of steel is probably fine. Now the reason I reverse this belt is, again, if I feed steel into here, it can share the belt. Well, that's as far down as we need to go. Undergrounds. Oh. Those bricks. Well, there's supposed to be a path somewhere. Oh, these are just stone. You can't place stone. Oh, I do have trash slots. These are sort of used later by the logistics system. Can I delete you? And is this an empty blueprint book? Yes. Right, so I can sort of use this as a cheaty way of getting rid of some stuff. Right, so I can clear this brick. Right, output to the right. Okay, so that's going to put steel on the same belt as this. And then we also want crafting. Full belt of electronic circuits and probably a full belt of battery as well. So let's actually run the battery up here. I'm going to move this power. It needs to tuck in a bit more. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Q. You're placing there? Yes. Right, and I did that because I want to be able to get another ingredient on this side here. So we will run the batteries here. Batteries. Right, so that's going to be a full belt of battery. And we'll run you all the way up to the end. So there's going to be a machine here. 20-second crafting time, so it can just grab with a red and a yellow. I'll probably put some power there. And you're going to make flying robot frames. So you will output with the red, but you're going to grab the electronic circuits you need from here. And you'll get the power from the one that's underneath. Nope, did not mean to do that. Copy. Belt's not going all the way. And obviously you need an output belt as well, which we will run down. Because when we get to these ones, all we're doing is adding a little bit of electronic circuitry to the one we want. Okay. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've just worked out that because these are a 20-second crafting time, the other one was a 10-second crafting time. I thought I could only get half as many. I can actually get twice as many, can't I? Because it needs one robot frame every 20 seconds. I mean, one electric engine every 20 seconds, and each of these machines is actually making one every 10 seconds. So we can actually have so many of these. So I am just going to run this far down as it will go. We'll get the odd one in. Okay, yeah, I don't really need you to do that, but, you know, thanks for the effort. Right, so electronic circuits on this one. A lot of effort to get these robots up and running. But then things will be nice and automated. To there. Okay, so we should end up with robot frames on there. Well, flying robot frames. And then we will be making either of those. Okay. Now, we do need something making roboports for us. That takes 45 advanced circuits, 45 iron gear wheels, and 45 steel plate. These are very expensive. And then we're also going to want the storage chests being made. Alright, so we're going to start with the roboport maker. Are these all functioning? Yes. I think I have made far too many of these things. I didn't take into account that these things have a 20-second crafting time. So I could half the number of both of those machines and will never use more. Oh well. Better to have overproduced than underproduced, I always think. Alright, so if we were to make roboports, you need 45 iron gear wheels. So I'm just trying to think this through. I could make these down in the normal place. Except we don't really have a supply of red circuits going into the other bus area. Right, if we had iron coming in here. No, actually, I have iron coming in there. And we're going to go iron also coming in here. We're going to have a number of gear makers here. Just 4. Right. Grab with the blues. Nope. Sorry. It doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, we will do it this way. So, iron coming in. Gears coming out of here. Okay, so that's the gears you're going to need. And then just 45 steel plate and 45 advanced circuits. Phew. Are we just going to have the one machine? Now this would actually be a good use for the stack inserter. Because it's so much stuff, if it could be grabbing handfuls as it went, that would help a lot. So I've got a bit of room in my inventory. I always run there and back via completely different routes. I have no idea which would be the most efficient. Right, so I want 1 stack of you and 1 stack of you. Now I know I don't need the filter ones yet, but let me clear you and you. Right, give me the stack inserter, the stack filter inserter. See, this one has a hand size of 1+4, so this thing will grab 5 at a time. Let's just hit keys at random, shall we? That's how we can play the game. Right, so you are making this thing. 3 ingredients, 45 of each. So, if I go stack inserter, there, there, and there, and then I can just run the ingredients in. And a bit of power. So you can see this thing's going up by 5 at a time. And steel and red circuits. Oops, you ended up facing the wrong way. So that's going to be red circuits, and this one's going to be steel. Paste, paste. Okay, so this should let me start making these things. So we'll pop you in a box. What's the crafting time on this? 5-second crafting time. And we just want a stack of them. So it looks like the belt is not a limiting factor. The belts do carry, what is it, 15, 17 items per second? 15 items per second. And power the output. Right, so that gets us our roboports. And we do need a couple of roboports in order to start with all this. Of course, we're full. That's made us a little bit of room. Right, roboports. Right, so what the roboports are is they set up the logistics network. You can see those coloured areas. That's the range of this thing. The orange is the logistics range. Within that distance, the robots can pick up cargo, drop off cargo, and deliver stuff to me. Within the green range, the construction robots can place constructions and deconstruct things. And we need to turn these flying robot frames into the robots in a controlled way. So we're going to have one machine, because it doesn't take long, I think, to do this final construction. Yeah, 1/2 second crafting time. All of the time is in the previous thing. So, they do, however, one of them needs advanced circuits, the other one needs normal electronic circuits.